Are we ready to go, Arch? Is our satellite in position? Let's give it a burl. Judith Lucy, are you there?
I am Mick Molloy. Against my will.
Hey, on that note, can I just ask at this point, Judith, how have you enjoyed your stay?
Mick, I'm going to warn you now that I'm now at the point where I am so depressed and so pissed off to be here that I actually turned to Tony Martin last night and said, I've now even lost all interest in my physical appearance and personal hygiene. I don't think I've washed for days. But now you could be wondering why we have a bear in the background there, and that's because it was pointed out to me that apparently Greg Fleet has been doing live crosses for O'Loughlin and using the same backdrop. So I just wanted to make it very clear that we're making more of an effort than that. And I know that the bear was an unusual choice, but you know, it was either that or the tennis girl scratching her naked ass, and I'm trying to put that period of my life behind me.
Fair enough.
Now, I am actually thinking of staying because there are so many Australians over here that I actually thought I'd try and get a television program up where I get Australians on to comment on Scottish food, the cost of living and the weather, and it's simply going to be called This Is Shit House. And I have to say, because Exhibit A is coming up, if anyone's watching with small children, can you please turn the television off for a moment, because this really is quite disturbing. Tony Martin, can you assist me here? This is apparently food. Let's have a look at this.
What the hell's that?
Now, I don't know if you can make that out at all. It's supposedly shrimp pasta salad with sweet corn on a potato. I actually, ironically enough, bought it from a shop called Tempting Tarties. Tempting in the only way that I can imagine. So, you know, occasionally leukemia might seem appealing. It actually looks, I don't know if you can make it out, but it looks a bit like the result of, I don't know, a plate of macaroni cheese, you know, having sex with a hemorrhoid might look. And I actually thought, no, Jude, maybe you're being a little unfair. Maybe you should give it a taste. I've never tasted a bowl full of tinned prawns past their use-by date mixed with phlegm, but I'm imagining that's what they would taste like.
Yep.
I think you can tell I'm ready to come home. The potato has been in the oven so long, it was clearly wrenched from the hand of Cro-Magnon man. I actually took a potato home the other night. I had a metal knife and fork. The fork was bent from me trying to cut the potato. I walked past a cafe the other day called Good Food, and I quite simply laughed out loud. I just thought even the best restaurants I've been to over here should be called wildly overpriced, barely edible, let's take vegetables and boil them till they resemble paper mache food. The other day, and you shouldn't do the conversion thing because it just makes you want to cry, but I paid 50 Australian dollars for a piece of steak that was so small. I thought, well, they're now clearly getting beef from hamster embryos. But look, the television's fantastic. I'm not making this up. I actually watched a program the other night. It's on every week. It's an hour and a half, and it's called Live Poker. And that's what it is. If you can imagine your father and a couple of his buddies sitting around playing Go Fish and then going, hey, I think we've got a television show here. That's what it's like. I would rather watch an hour and a half documenting wax build-up in someone's ear. But then again, it's not a patch on Naked Elvis, which is a game show that's fairly unremarkable apart from the fact that halfway through the show, a man simply gets up and for no apparent reason takes all his clothes off, and I mean all his clothes off, and then just spends the rest of the show striking a pose. It's no puppetry of the penis, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely not.
And, you know, I'm sitting there thinking, it's a game show. Aren't people satisfied with the gift shop anymore? I'm sure no one's ever turned to Glen Ridge and said, well, look, Sale of the Century isn't firing quite like it used to, and we think the answer is an anonymous man's dick. But oh, the quaintness of Edinburgh itself. The castle, the cobble streets, and everywhere you turn, vomit and urine. Vomit and urine in the streets everywhere. These people don't go to the toilet, they just go to the pavement. Look, I was once nauseous in a taxi, and even I had the decency to throw up in my own sleeve. What are these people thinking?
It's a bit lowbrow, Jim.
And finally, I know, finally, there was a review, quite a nice review of the show, but it referred to Australia as being full of mental defectives. And I thought, geez, you know, anyone would think someone like John Howard was our Prime Minister. Oh. Anyway, the whole thing's a complete mystery to me. Oh, my God. It's Jonathan Crete.
Oh, what? That's Alan Davies, unless I'm correct. Alan, how are you, buddy?
Hang on, no, Mick, sorry, I can't sit down yet. Jude's had to ransack a hospital next door so she can get in camera shot.
How are you, Alan? What's happening?
Oh, you're so distant.
I know. I've got the window down open.
Move the potato away. No, don't. It's toxic. Get it downwind. Get it away the other side of the air conditioning.
Alan, have you actually been performing at the festival?
No paid events, though some of the stuff I've been doing people think's been a bit of a performance.
You want to talk us through
Oh,
it?
there you are. Oh, now I can hear you.
Hello!
Oh, I can hear myself.
There you go. It's going like a dream, isn't it? I think we're on one of
the...
the...
Australians...
See, we're on one of those cheap...
to spend 2 days with them, and they just keep telling me how terrible the food is, so I take them out to the finest seafood restaurant in Scotland, and they all order steak. I said, you want 3 stubbies as well? What's the matter with you? Here's a monkfish with a bit of a lime sauce in it. They're, the food, get out.
I think they're both ready to come home, Alan.
Yeah, well, I'm sending them home.
All right, and when are we going to see you back out in Australia, sir?
Oh, no, I'm not allowed back.
This wasn't related to anything you did last time you were out here, I hope.
No, I'm going to come back next year, I hope. I'm busy at the moment, we're filming. I had 2 days off and I came up here for a break. Now, look at me. Look, I can't see the camera, actually.
And what are you filming, Alan? Is this another series of Jonathan Creek?
Yeah, Jonathan Crete. Do you like it? Have you seen it?
I love it. It's the idea of a murder mystery investigation handled by a magician.
I love it. You went.
It's never ending.
Oh, yeah. Which one is it?
All right, Alan, look, I'm going to have to wrap it up at this end because Arch is giving me the wind. Could you please
going back to the swimming?
That's right, we got some swimming on here. Can you make sure you send them home in one piece? We need them, and keep Tony Martin there because I want to speak to him as soon as we get back from the break.
Okay.
All right, thanks. I hope you were writing that down, Alan. Thanks for dropping by. And when you're in Australia, we want to get you on the show live. Is that it, Arch? We've got to go. Back in 1 second. Cheers.